What's up guys, Alvaro here. Welcome to the Bilingual Stock Market channel again. You guys already know this channel. This is the YouTube channel in which we talk about the markets. We do it in English and Spanish as well, so you can pick your preferred language. And in this video, I want to talk about Nano Dimension technologies and Bionano Genomics because both stocks have gotten absolutely decimated since February, and the short interest of both stocks makes them strong candidates in order to be involved in a short squeeze anytime soon. So in this video I want to break down some technicals, but I also want to formulate some possible scenarios for a short squeeze to be able to unfold in the case of Bionano Genomics and Nano Dimension technologies. So without further ado, let's get started. And before going over Nano Dimension technologies, I wanted to review some basic concepts about short selling. So what is short selling, guys? How does it work? And for those who are not familiar with this phenomenon, with this situation of short selling a stock, well, whoever wants to short sell a stock, it could be a hedge fund, it could be a retail investor, whoever it is, well, they have to borrow shares of the stock that they want to short sell from their broker. So they sell those shares at market price, expecting the price of that stock to drop. So they can rebuy, they can buy back those shares at a lower price, so they can benefit, they can make a profit from the gap, from the difference between the high price at which they sold those shares relative to the lower price at which they bought back those shares. So in the case of Nano Dimension technologies, let's say that I wanted to short sell Nano Dimension technologies when it was trading at $10. So I tell my broker, hey, I want to short sell Nano Dimension technologies. My broker gives me, let's say, I don't know, 100 shares of Nano Dimension technologies. So I sold those shares at $10, and now that Nano Dimension technologies is trading at $7, let's say $7, so I buy back those shares and I return those shares to my broker after having bought them back at $7. So I sold those shares at $10, but I bought them back at $7. So I am making a profit of $3 per share in the case of Nano Dimension technologies and Nano Dimension technologies. So I am just, setting an example over here. And we have something that is called short interest. The short interest shows us the percentage of shares that are sold short about a stock, all right? So if the short interest of any given stock is, let's say, 5%, that implies that 5% out of all of the outstanding shares of that security or of that stock are in control of short sellers, right? So those are basic concepts about short selling. You can also obviously short sell a stock buying put options, or you can, take a position against a company buying put options or selling call options. But the most traditional way to short sell a stock is the way that I just told you guys over here. So you borrow shares from your broker, you sell those shares at market price, and you expect the price of that stock to drop so you can buy back those shares at a lower price. So what happens in the case of short sellers if the price of the stock that they want to short sell goes up? Well, the only way that short sellers have in order to close their short positions is buying back the shares that they were given at a higher price while losing money. So that's why we have this situation of the short squeezes, because on one hand we have the people that are long a stock, that are buying a stock while the stock is moving to the upside because they are bullish on that stock and they believe that that stock is going to go higher. And on the other hand, we have short sellers that are losing money because the short position that they took isn't playing out. They thought that the security, that the stock that they wanted to short sell was going to go down, whereas that stock started to go up. So we have people that are long a stock buying shares of that stock, which creates some pressure to the upside. But on the other hand, we have short sellers covering their positions, buying back shares of that stock that they wanted to short sell at a higher price. And that's how we see, the insanity that we have seen in recent days with GameStop and AMC Entertainment and all of the meme stocks. So that's basically what, and that is, in very simple terms, what a short squeeze and what shorting a stock is about. Okay, in the case of Nano Dimension Technologies, its short interest is 12%. We have $212 million of shares sold short, and we have 29 million shares sold short as of now. The last average price on report for the shorts of Nano Dimension Technologies is at $7.10. Keep in mind that Nano Dimension Technologies went up yesterday 1.04% and it closed yesterday's trading session at $7.76. So the shorts are already under the water as of now. So I'm thinking, guys, what could potentially happen for the shorts in order to be forced to cover their positions, and by doing so unfolding a short squeeze in the case of Nano Dimension Technologies. So take a look at this price, guys. $9.50 is an area, is a spot in which if the bulls of Nano Dimension Technologies happen to burst above it, then that might reverse this horrible downtrend that we have seen in the case of Nano Dimension Technologies since February. And take a look at this, guys. $9.50 is a previous area of resistance and support, a very important previous area of resistance and support for the bulls of Nano Dimension Technologies. As a resistance, $9.50 already acted in 1, 2, and 3 occasions before, and as a support, this price acted in 1 and 2 occasions before. So if the bulls of Nano Dimension Technologies happen to be able to burst above $9.50, I think that the loss of the bears in that case is going to be at around 20%. Okay, that's a sizable loss. And on top of that, the bears, the shorts of Nano Dimension Technologies are going to think that if this stock happens to burst above this area of resistance, then the downtrend that we have seen since February is going to be reversed, and this stock might gain momentum and might keep on going up farther up. So I think that $9.50 is going to be a critical spot for the bulls of Nano Dimension Technologies in order to be able to unfold a short squeeze. From a trading standpoint, guys, I am looking at $7.50, which is a previous area of support that already acted as such for the bulls of Nano Dimension Technologies in 1, 2, and 3 occasions before, but it also acted as a resistance for the bulls of this stock back on December 4th. So if tomorrow I happen to see Nano Dimension Technologies paying a visit to the $7.50, I am going to be picking up 300 or 400 shares of this stock, and if so, my price target is going to be $9.50, which is the area of resistance that I just told you guys about. And if I happen to be able to take this trade the way that I am describing it, I might be locking in a profit of almost 20%. And mind you guys, if a short squeeze happens to unfold and Nano Dimension Technology can burst above $9.50, then we might see this stock pulling up to $12. That might be the next important area of resistance for the bulls of Nano Dimension Technologies. If so, from $7.50 up to $12, we are looking at a 37% profit, guys. That would be a phenomenal trade to be involved with. And mind you guys, there is a very important distinction that I have to make between Nano Dimension Technologies, Bionano Genomics, and the other meme stocks. I mean, these are not considered meme stocks, guys. But the point that I want to get across here, guys, if we buy shares of Nano Dimension Technologies at $7, $8, $9, this is a whole different story relative to buying shares of AMC and GameStop at the current prices, because the valuations of most of the meme stocks out there are absolutely insane. So in the case of Nano Dimension Technologies, we find a company that, according to my opinion, has a great future ahead of itself, and as of now we find this stock trading 56% of its highs. So this is a way safer place relative to buying shares of AMC at $60 or buying shares of GameStop at $300 or $340, because we already know that in the case of the other meme stocks, or in the case of the meme stocks, those stocks don't have a great future ahead of themselves in order to justify paying a premium today in order to get in the train ahead of time, because those companies are going to be killing it, you know, like 4 or 5 years out, and they are going to be printing billions and billions of dollars. Whereas in the case of Nano Dimension Technologies and Bionano Genomics, this is a whole different story. These two companies are at an early stage of development, and the best is yet still to come in the case of these two companies. So even though if a short squeeze doesn't happen, I don't care, guys. I think that buying shares of Nano Dimension Technologies at the current price of this stock is a very good deal. That's the point that I want to get across over here. Okay, so watch out for Nano Dimension Technologies tomorrow or in the upcoming days, paying a visit to the $7.50, and let's see what happens, guys. I don't know. When it comes to the short interest, guys, the information that retail investors are provided usually is not updated. All right, so maybe the short interest of Nano Dimension Technology could be lower as of now. We don't know. Last time I checked, it was at almost 12%. So who knows if maybe Nano Dimension Technologies can burst above $9.50, and if we say that the short interest of this stock is still at 12%, that might force the shorts of Nano Dimension Technologies recover their short positions. And in the case of Bionano Genomics, let me pull up here the 4-hour. The stock of this company, of Bionano Genomics, went down yesterday on Friday 0.79%, and it closed yesterday's trading session at $7.58. And in the case of Bionano Genomics, guys, we have a short interest of 14%. We have $238 million of shares sold short, and we have 39 million shares sold short. The last average price on report for the shorts in the case of Bionano Genomics is $6.17. So as of now, and taking into account that Bionano Genomics is or closed last Friday's trading session at $7.58, that implies that the short sellers, that the shorts of this company are already under the water and they are already losing money. So in my opinion, in my humble opinion, what has to happen for the shorts of Bionano Genomics in order to be forced to cover their short positions? I am looking at $9.50, guys. And why that price? Well, because $9.50 is an important previous area of resistance and support for the bulls of Bionano Genomics, because this price already acted as a resistance in 1 and 2 occasions before, but it also acted as a support for the bulls of Bionano Genomics back on late January. And on top of that, guys, the second the bulls of Bionano Genomics can burst above $9.50, they are going to be reversing this horrible downtrend in which Bionano Genomics has been trading in since mid-February. So I think that this is going to be a line in the sand for the shorts of Bionano Genomics. So from $6.17 up to $9.50, we are looking at a loss for the shorts of almost 36%. That's a lot of money, guys. Taking into account that I just told you guys that we have $238 million of shares sold short of Bionano Genomics. So in my case, I am willing and I am looking forward to picking up a bunch of shares of Bionano Genomics at around $6.50. And why that price? Well, because $6.50 is a previous area of support for Bionano Genomics that already acted as such in 1, 2, and 3 occasions before. So I'm thinking, guys, that if Bionano Genomics happens to drop down further on Monday or on Tuesday or in the course of next week, that is a spot in which the bulls of this stock are very likely to find a good support from a technical standpoint. So if I pick up shares of Bionano Genomics at $6.50 and I sell out of those at $9.50, we are looking at a profit of 33%. Needless to say, what happens if a short squeeze is unfolded? That could happen. So if the bulls of Bionano Genomics burst above $9.50 and if they keep on going up, then the next important area of resistance for this stock is going to be at around $13.70 or $14, in which case we are looking at a 52% profit, a very solid profit. And as I just said, in the case of Nano Dimension Technologies, Bionano Genomics is trading as of now something like 52% of its highs, guys. So this is a way safer play relative to GameStop, AMC, Bed Bath & Beyond and company, because this is a company that we find trading way off its highs, and this is another company, and just as I said, in the case of Nano Dimension Technologies, this is another company that has a great future ahead of itself, and I don't mind paying a premium right now in order to get in the train ahead of time, because I think that this company 5 or 10 years out is going to be trading way higher than $7 per share. So keep that in mind when it comes to Bionano Genomics and Nano Dimension Technologies. And I am going to wrap up the video. Thank you very much for your attention, and thank you very much for hanging out with me once again. Remember, guys, that here on the Bilingual Stock Market channel, we are posting stock market update videos Mondays through Thursdays right after the market closes. In those videos, I break down from a technical standpoint the S&P 500 and the Nasdaq 100, but I also break down the stocks that will be on the top of my watch list in the next trading session. So if you want to have access to those videos in a timely manner, if you want to get the notifications of all of our videos in a timely manner, you have to be subscribed to the channel, and you also need to activate the notification bell right up there. Follow us on Instagram, guys, at Bilingual Stock Market. On our Instagram account, we are posting news and information on a daily basis, but most importantly, I am making call-outs about the stocks that I am about to purchase throughout the trading session. So if you also want to have access to that information, go ahead and follow us on Instagram as well at Bilingual Stock Market. And remember that this is the Bilingual Stock Market channel, the YouTube channel, in which we talk about the markets. We do it in English and Spanish, so you can pick your preferred language, but most importantly, this is the YouTube channel in which we know that the wonderful world of Wall Street is not for geniuses, it is for entrepreneurs just like you guys and myself. My name is Alvaro, and I will see you guys tomorrow right after the market closes. Peace out.